When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Clerico in the press box here at the home of the Panthers. Down on the field, Gary Pelter. Toledo Whitmer won the coin toss, deferred their decision until the second half of play. Lorain High will receive. They'll get the football first tonight, and they will go right to left along your radio dial. Boy, a picture-perfect autumn evening here in the city of Toledo as Lorain High and the Panthers prepare to go at it in a Division I regional quarterfinal matchup. Great to have you with us. And by the way, if you'd like to give us a shout out during the course of tonight's ball game, drop us an email, shoutout@weol.com. Shoutout@weol.com. The winner will move on to a regional semifinal next week against the winner of Dublin Kaufman and Lewis Center Olentangy. The ball is in the air. We are underway, and the kick sails through the end zone. And Lorain High will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The Titan offense is triggered by their 5'11 senior quarterback, Justin Sturgill. Again, he was hobbled the past couple of weeks with a sore ankle. You heard Dave McFarland during the pregame show tonight saying Justin is ready to go. So the 5'11 senior will trigger this Titan offense that comes in averaging just under 41 points per ball game. Dalen Dower, sophomore running back, will be behind Justin Sturgill. Dower coming into tonight, 1,344 yards, averaging 8 yards per carry. Sturgill fakes the handoff, looks, throws complete to Nelson at the 25-yard line. Nelson fights his way over the 30 and gets a first down at the 31-yard line. So a first down completion as Lorain High gets 11 on the first play from the line of scrimmage tonight. Titan offensive line, Rayshawn Rogers is the center. Myron Wilson and Yusef Elzier are the two guards. David Larson and Gabe Larsosa are the tackles. So a pickup of 11, first down and 10. Boy, the breeze isn't even blowing. Quick hitter to the right, complete out to the 35 and to the 40-yard line before he's knocked down. Tyshawn Lighty. Well, that's Justin Sturgill's favorite target coming into tonight. Lighty, the 5'10 sophomore, had 28 receptions, and Tyshawn Lighty got 10 right there. So, Rob, two quick hitters, gains of 11 and 10, and the Titan offense is on the move.
And that's what I was going to say. These quick hitting passes don't give that defensive line chance to get into the backfield.
First down and 10. Lorain at their own 41-yard line, just underway. I formation behind Justin Sturgill, Titan quarterback. Inside handoff, nothing doing. Stood up the fullback. In fact, his helmet came flying off. Carrying the football was Cairo Smith. No gain on the play. Again, Dalen Dower will see most of the action when the ball gets handed off. But Cairo Smith, Savon Chavis, they'll run the football back there. They'll give it sometimes to Zion Cross, even Tyshawn Lighty. If they come in motion, they'll get a quick pitch. Second down and 11. Sturgill turns, hands off. That's Dower. Flags fly to the 45, and he pounds forward to the 49-yard line, but a flag right in front of the Lorain High bench.
Just a sideline warning there.
Sideline warning. Lorain, start first.
So it's a warning against the Titans. So the play will stand, and it now sets up a third down and about 2 for Lorain High. They're at their own 49-yard line. Just underway here in Toledo. I formation behind Justin Sturgill. Sturgill looking over the defense, and we've mentioned he calls every play. Option play, ball loose on the ground. Scramble for it. Who's got it? Whitmer saying they do. And we wait for the official indication, and the Titans come out of there with the Panthers come out of there with the football. So a turnover for Lorain High on their first series. Boy, they were moving the football, picked up a couple of first downs, but then that inside handoff, Robin, it didn't look clean from the get-go.
It didn't. I think that they were running a triple option there, and you tell the quarterback when you're riding the fullback, do not ride it past your front hip. And I think that he did. He couldn't make his decision. Ball got past his front hip. It's hard to pull it out cleanly at that point, and that's how the ball ended up on the ground.
So Whitmer has it at their own 49-yard line. 10.5 minutes to go, first quarter. The Titans with a turnover. And now Riley Keller, the 6'2 sophomore, already being recruited out of Whitmer. takes the first snap, hands off. Boy, that play got blown up by the Titan defense. They gave it to Kobe Myers, their junior tailback, and Myers thrown down right at the line of scrimmage. Myers coming into tonight, 776 yards on the ground, averaging 5.5 yards per carry. Boy, big Antonio Wyatt, 290-pound senior defensive end for Lorain High, just crushed that play. We'll set up second down and 11.
We'll watch it how it goes, but Lorain's secondary disguising coverage, jumping forward, jumping back, trying not to give the quarterback a look as to what the coverage is.
Keller now out of that pistol formation. Hands off, cutting back to the middle and dragged down from behind Kobe Myers. Boy, Antonio Wyatt has come out with a sense of purpose. 2 big tackles by the big senior defensive end for the Titans. Boy, he's moving well.
He's having a good time out there. A little dance afterwards. Deserves it. Made it a great play.
Third down and 9. So perhaps we'll see Keller put it in the air for the first time tonight. Ball just in the middle of the field. It's at the Titan 49-yard line. And the Panthers need to get to Lorain High's 41. So we'll call it third down and 8. Riley Keller gets the snap. Setting up, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's lucky.
That ball almost picked off by Kelvin Torres, inside linebacker for Lorain High.
I thought Mincy had a good look at that too, close to a pick 6 there.
So a quick 3 and out for Toledo Whitmer, and the ball will go over on downs. Let's get a quick sideline update. Check in for the first time tonight. Gary Pelter will be roaming the Lorain High sideline all night long. Pelt?
I'll tell you what, this has been a huge series for the Titans. They turned the ball over with that fumble, but they came out defensively and stopped the Panthers, and that's going to give them a little boost, I think, Tim.
And the punt is in the air, spiraling kick. Fair catch called for, and drop. And then down on the knee to pick it up was Dakota Mincy. So Lorain High will have it first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And Gary's first sideline report of the night brought to you by Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase select KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's. They're on Cleveland Street in Elyria. No score, 9:04 to go first quarter. We're here at Toledo Whitmer. Boy, this is a sensational complex here at Whitmer High School. The stands run from goal line to goal line, well lit. Scoreboard down to our right with full video display. Really nice facility. Justin Sturgill, Lorain High quarterback, turns, hands off. Here comes Dower up the middle, and Dalen Dower bolts his way over the 15 to about the 16-yard line.
Number 11.
And for all you folks listening back home, we want to let you know that Joe Bach is here, WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. So you folks listening in Lorain will be able to catch it on WLCS pretty soon. And of course, everybody listening will be able to watch it soon on WLCS TV 20's YouTube channel. So great to be tied in audio-wise with Joe Bach. Sturgill runs the option. It didn't go anywhere. Down he goes at the 15-yard line. No gain on the play. Set up third down and 7. Let's see what Justin comes up with here. And again, we say Justin Sturgill. He calls the offense.
Right. Let's see what Justin comes up with. Is a good way of saying that. Now what Dave McFarland comes up with, what Justin comes up with.
Realizing full well that Lorain is at their own 15-yard line with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. Sturgill pump fakes. Now he's going to float it down the right side, and he overshot his intended receiver, trying to hit Cairo Smith. And the pass fell incomplete. We'll set up a fourth down for Lorain. So Whitmer should end up with some pretty good field position as the Titans will punt. Lorain coming into tonight averaging 364 yards per game, primarily on the ground, 234 per game, rushing the football, 130 through the air. So the Titans will punt with just under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They get the kick away, and boy, it's shanked. Oh boy, it goes into the Whitmer bench here on the near side, and it didn't go far at all. It's one of those where the officials are literally going to try and guess, but they're going to put it at the 28-yard line. Wow, a 13-yard punt. So Whitmer will have great field position. Panthers in their home dark blue uniforms with the gold letters and numbers. They've got the gold pants. Lorain High in their road whites, white shirts, white helmets, dark blue letters and numbers with the dark blue pants. Scoreless game, but Whitmer with a great opportunity here. Keller, inside handoff. That's Kobe Myers. Myers fights to about the 26, and then he stood up. Well, let's set that Lorain High defense. They look stingy so far. Gabe Larsosa and Nate Melendez, along with Antonio Wyatt, comprise the front three. Isaiah McDowell will see a lot of action in that defensive line. In fact, Isaiah in there right now. We'll set the linebackers and secondary after this play. They give it to Myers. Myers tries to bounce outside. Boy, Antonio Wyatt just drilled him into the turf. No gain on the play. Will set up a 3rd down and long for Whitmer.
24, Kobe Myers.
Boy, what a game for Antonio Wyatt. We're 5 minutes into the contest.
He is. I mean, he's flying around. He's a 290-pound football player, playing like 155 pounds with the speed and intensity that he has right now.
Kelvin Torres and Cairo Smith are the inside backers. Davion Dower and Savon Chavis are the outside backers. 3rd down and 9. Whitmer at the Lorain High 27-yard line. Riley Keller gets the snap. Here comes the rush. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, he was getting pressured big time. Keller had to throw that one from his heels back at the 40-yard line.
It looked like they were trying to set up a screen, but Cairo Smith was right next to the running back, and they had no chance of completing that.
Now here comes Eric Philby for Toledo Whitmer. He is a terrific kicker. 46 of 46 on extra points this year and 6 of 7 on field goal attempts, his longest being 43. This would be a 44-yard attempt from the middle of the field out of a Keller hold. Kick is up, and it is no good, just off to the left. So the Titans dodge a bullet. Philby misses only for the 2nd time this year, and the ball will go over on downs to Lorain High. Let's get a second Stewart Appliance sideline update from Gary Pelter as he roams that Titans sideline. Gary?
Well, once again, the Titans did what they had to do defensively to force that field goal opportunity, and the field goal was definitely long enough, but it just went a little bit to the left. Still got a couple of goose eggs up on the board, Tim.
Hey, Gary, real quick, while we have you mic'd up, the flags look pretty limp. Is there a wind down on field level?
There's pretty much absolutely no wind down here, Tim. There's nothing going on weather-wise, and I like it that way.
I'm sure you do. 6:40 to go, first quarter. So Lorain High has it, 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Titan quarterback Justin Sturgill out of a pistol, throws to the left, and now they're going to double pass, looking for Lighty downfield, and he made the catch at the 50-yard line. No, what a leaping grab by Tyshawn Lighty, and now a late flag on the play. I think it was Jermel Nolan that actually caught the initial lateral and then fired it downfield to Tyshawn Lighty. What a catch by Lighty, Rob. I mean, he went about 4 feet in the air to snag that one.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1 in the offense.
Now they get Lighty for an unsportsmanlike.
I mean, you make a great play like that, you should be allowed to celebrate at least a little bit, right?
Yeah. But still, Lorain High now has it at the 35. Gary Pelter's sideline report brought to you by Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase select KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. So Lorain High will get 15 yards wiped off that big play, but they now have it at the 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. I formation behind Justin Sturgill. Ball at the left hash mark. Sturgill, play action. Looks, throws over the middle. Complete at the 50. Spinning out of a tackle. Zion Cross down to the Whitmer 40-yard line. The ball came out of there, but the whistle had blown. So Zion Cross, the speedster, the 5'11 senior, puts Lorain on the Whitmer side of the 50 as the Titans have it at the Panther 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. 6:17 to go, first quarter, scoreless ball game. Again, I formation behind Sturgill. Hands off to Dower. Dower crashes the middle, bounds his way to the 35. Boy, the offensive line for Lorain High, Rob, they appear to have some surge.
They do, and Dave mentioned that he thinks that an advantage that Lorain has against any team they go against is their physicality, and right now that's showing up.
Gain of 5 right there for Dower. Will make it 2nd down and 5. Lorain tried to come quickly to the football, but the officials held things up for a moment. Now they place it down at the 35. We're under 6 minutes to go, first quarter of play. Scoreless ball game, but Lorain's on the move. Tyshawn Lighty out wide to the right. Zion cross to the left. I formation behind Sturgill. Titan quarterback looks over the defense. Turns and hands off to Dower. Dower slams his way to the 31. Boy, he got punished at the 31-yard line. Boy, there's Kayvon Butler, that defensive end that you talked about. And now we got a late flag. I think Kayvon may have been called for a little extracurriculars. Well, it looks like they're going to march it back Lorain's way, though.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Number 20 defense.
Well, they did call it on Whitmer. Well, the officials looked like they were going to start marching back.
Faked me out.
So all of a sudden, Lorain High is knocking on the door. That 15-yard penalty against Whitmer puts the Titans at the Panthers' 16-yard line, 1st down and 10. 5:34 to go, first quarter of play. Lorain looking to draw first blood. Whitmer coming into tonight, giving up less than 11 points per game. 1st down, Lorain High at the Whitmer 16. I formation behind Sturgill. Pitch right, looking for room and diving forward for Lorain High is Savon Chavis. Chavis tumbles to about the 13-yard line. Give him 3. Savon Chavis. Boy, another sophomore. All sorts of 10th graders in there for Lorain.
Tim Gephardt wrote a great article in the Chronicle today about all the sophomores contributing. It's pretty amazing at this level.
2nd down play from the right hash mark. The ball to 13. They hand it to Dower. Dower with a burst. He's to the 10 to the 5 before he's knocked down. But it'll be 1st and goal for Lorain High. Boy, he accelerated into that hole, Rob.
He does. He gets the ball and he explodes through the hole. And definitely Lorain has Whitmer on their heels right now.
And Lorain up on the ball. 1st and goal Titans. They're at the Panther 5-yard line. They fake it to Dower. Throw to the right. And the catch is made for the touchdown. Just inside the goal line. Making the reception, Davion Dower. So Sturgill to Dower, and Lorain's on top, 6-0 with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter of play. I'll tell you what, Lorain High has come out with a sense of purpose here tonight.
They did, and you know what? They really mixed it up well. I thought some little screens, the double pass, physical runs. That drive couldn't have gone any better for them.
For Justin Sturgill, his 20th touchdown pass of the year. The extra point attempt is blocked, though. And so Lorain High's lead will stay at 6-0. 4.5 minutes to go, first quarter of play. Titans up 6-0 in this Division I regional quarterfinal. It's also our Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL. On your phone with the app. Rob online
at WEOL.com.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
Jermel Nolan kicking off for Lorain High. Squibs it here on the near side. It rolls out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So Whitmer will have an option. They could make Lorain kick it all over again. Titans leading this one 6-0. Justin Sturgill with his 20th touchdown pass of the year. A 5-yard hookup to Davion Dower.
Whitmer, you take the ball at the 35.
And Whitmer said, no, we'll take the ball at the 35-yard line. Quick sideline update. Here's Gary from the Titans sideline.
Well, Tim, from two facets of the football game, the Titans have been very successful offensively and defensively. Their kicking game has been a little bit shaky so far in the ball game, but like Coach said, they definitely came to play tonight. That's for sure, guys.
First down and 10 for Whitmer at their own 35-yard line. Clearview trailing Clear Fork 6-0. Clear Fork with a lead in the first quarter. Whitmer quarterback Riley Keller gets the snap, looks, throws complete to the 43, and then scampering out over the 45 to about the 47-yard line is Zach Wally.
Brought down the play by number 9.
The Lorain High secondary, Mackay Curry at one cornerback, Zion Cross at the other, Dalen Dower, Tyshawn Lighty. We'll see action at safety. Right now, Dakota Mincy in the secondary as well. First down for Whitmer at their own 47-yard line. 4:10 to go, first quarter. Titans with the first score of the ball game. Lorain High with a 6-0 lead. Riley Keller, 6'2", sophomore, gets the snap. Under a rush. Now rolling to the right in front of the Whitmer bench, and he simply throws it out of bounds. That'll set up second down and 10. We mentioned about Riley. He's being recruited already. Big kid, 6'2", sophomore, completing 56% of his passes. He's a cousin of Ben Roethlisberger. I don't think it's a coincidence he wears number 7.
Right.
Second down and 10. Of course, Ben Roethlisberger played at Findlay High School. I actually called Ben in a high school basketball game one year.
Oh, really?
Oh, he was a heck of a basketball player. Second down and 10. Whitmer football at their own 47-yard line. Inside handoff to Kobe Myers. Myers, the junior, hits the midfield stripe and falls forward to the Titan 49-yard line. Set up a third down play.
Brought down a play by number 51, Kelvin Torres.
Kelvin Torres in on the stop for Lorain High. Kelvin, second leading tackler on the team. Cairo Smith leads Lorain in tackles this season. Third down and 6 play. And Riley Keller with a look over at that Whitmer bench. Toledo Whitmer's head coach is Ken Winters in his second year, although he was on staff for many years before he got promoted last year. Keller looking deep over the middle, and it's knocked away. Oh, what a terrific defensive play. Zion Cross. And again, a couple of years ago, Zion was the state champ in the 100 meters. Not too many people are going to get by him on a deep post pattern. Zion with some great closing speed right there to knock that pass away.
Yeah, he needed every bit of that speed there. He's playing corner. They left the middle of the field wide open. So Whitmer ran that post play, and he came from his corner position to knock that down.
Avon trailing Toledo St. John 6-0 in the first quarter of play. Bull Barge, Matt Douglas with that game on stream 3. So Whitmer will punt. Back deep is Mincy. High spiraling kick. Mincy will let it bounce at the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone. So Lorain High will have it first down and 10 at their own 20. Titans leading this one 6-0, 3:06 to go. First quarter here at Toledo Whitmer High School. Glad you could dial in.
Titans will take over on their own 20-yard line. First and 10. Ball carrier. Brought down on a play by number 98, Aaron Hoskins, and number 90, Brian Hayes Jr. number 28, Tayshawn Wimberly. Loss of 3 on the play.
Come on. One time. Watch him. Watch him. Dude, why would you do that?
Sergio's pass completed to number 1, Tyshawn Lighty. Tackled on the play by number 28, Tayshawn Wimberly. Gain of 8 on the reception. Brings up 4th down. 7 for the Titans.
Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Derrico, Gary Pelter down on the sidelines as we're experiencing some technical issues in regards to our phone line. Jared Kozar working hard to get that back up. In the meantime, we'll bring you this one, the old-fashioned goes to 1 after a 3 and out. Drop the kick, fielded up the 41-yard line to the 50 to the 45. Into Lorain territory. Jason Rader.
Number 6, Jason Rader, the ball kick on the return. Tackle on the play by number 9, Cairo Smith.
Earlier, Justin Sturgill looked up with Davion Dower on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And Whitmer now will start this drive in good field position.
Panthers will take over on the Titans, scoring 1 yard line, 1st and 10.
Riley Keller is the Whitmer quarterback, 6'2" sophomore, hands off Lorain. Tony Myers got thrown down. Antonio Wyatt again with a huge play.
Number 14, Weisler Coulter, the ball carrier. Tackled on the play by number 97, Antonio Wyatt. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. That's 97.
At the Lorain High 28-yard line. Earlier in the quarter, Whitmer did threaten. Although a 44-yard field goal was pushed wide left by Eric Philby.
Head ball. Ball start. Number 74, the offense. First down.
Josh Ray, the tackle for Toledo Whitmer. So it's now 1st and 15 for Whitmer with 1:01 to go here in the first quarter of play. Riley Keller will look over that Titan defense. Boy, they have been aggressive and attacking tonight. Keller rolling to the left. Keller plants, throws, complete.
Keller's pass completed number 13, Patrick Knapp. Pushed out of bounds by number 1, Tyshawn Lighty.
Exception of the night. 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Whitmer now in the Titan red zone as they will spot
19-yard gain on the reception. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Lorain High leading this one by a score of 6-0. But Whitmer now with an opportunity to knot the game. They give it out a little reverse and down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Number 14, Weisler Coulter, the ball carrier. Brought down the play by number 1, Tyshawn Lighty.
Lighty got him down at about the 9-yard line. Well, they'll put it at the 8. They'll set up a 2nd down and 4. Ball to right half.
6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers.
Right, we're down to 18, 17, 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Although now Riley Keller will come up in that pistol formation. Down to 6, 5 seconds to go. Keller gets the snap. Keller inside handoff. No, he kept it himself. Keller looking for room. There isn't any. Down he went at the 9-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So we'll head
number
to the other end of the
Riley
field.
Keller, ball carrier, brought down and played by number 2, Davion Dower.
It's Lorain High with a
the end of the first quarter. See Titans 6, Panthers 0.
On AM 930 WEOL, on your phone with the app, and we're also online at WEOL.com.
Hi, My name is Justin Sturgill. I'm 16 years old and in the 10th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying sports health and fitness through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program, and I'm also in Titan College. I'm very into sports and interactive things. I want to be an athletic trainer one day, and teachers like Mr. Dury help me figure that out. When Dury teaches, we have a lot of fun and it's exciting. I've learned a lot about the body and its functions, how injuries occur, the right thing to do, and how to prevent injuries. I felt good in my classes because I was actually learning. I also want to be around sports. I love sports. I play football and basketball, and I also run track. As for my Titan College College Credit Plus classes, it's different. It's cool to feel like a college student. It's even better to be a college student and learning at the higher level. It's very challenging, and I like a challenge. You definitely have to be very focused in class and outside of school. I know for a fact that I'm going to college. I also know that not many people get into the NFL or NBA. But knowing that, as an athletic trainer, I can still physically be around sports, even if I don't play them, makes all the difference. Career Tech Education in Titan College helped give me this confidence. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High's Career Tech Education program in Titan College.
Down there you plug it. Plug it. Yeah, right. We're going to the mirror again. I'm going to call this on the phone.
Welcome back to Whitmer. We start the second quarter of play. The Panthers with the football at the Titan 8-yard line. Whitmer now going right to left on your radio dial. Keller gets the snap. Keller looking, throwing, touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers. Keller's pass between number 6, Jason Rader. 8-yard touchdown reception.
Keller with his 22nd touchdown pass of the year. And as I mentioned, Eric Philby will now come on to attempt the extra point. He has not missed an extra point all year long. Perfect on the year, 46 for 46, and now 47 for 47.
Philby's extra point attempt is good. Bring the score to Titan 6. Panthers 7.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Number 11, Dalen Dower on the return.
Welcome back to Toledo Whitmer. We appear to have things straightened out for the moment as far as our connection is concerned, and we'll keep a close eye on it. Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Clerico. So, Rob, but we haven't heard from you in a few minutes. We'll see how Lorain High bounces back after giving up what is now the go-ahead touchdown to the Whitmer Panthers.
Yeah, you know, the defense has played great. Really one big play on that drive put them right there inside the 10. But I think that they have to keep doing what they're doing. Control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball and just keep playing hard.
First down and 10 for Lorain at their own 36-yard line. Sturgill play action, looks, throws, and it's intercepted down the middle of the field. Falling down after making the pick was Luke Beadle. So Beadle with the interception. That's only the third pick for Justin Sturgill this year. He was looking for Tyshawn Lighty at the Whitmer 40-yard line. He overthrew him, and Beadle kind of playing center field back there, Rob.
He did. He threw it into double coverage, and there was a little bump on the way up. Lighty got bumped out of the way of the ball, and Beadle made a good play on it.
Quickly, a sideline update with Gary Pelter. Gary?
Yeah, that little bump brought a lot of emotion from the sideline over here on the Titan side. They thought they should have had pass interference. It kept Lighty from going up and getting the ball, guys.
First down and 10 for Whitmer at their own 39-yard line. Keller sets up the pass to the right side, but he overshot Kobe Myers circling out of the backfield. Gary Pelter sideline report brought to you by Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase select KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. 11:41 to go first half. Whitmer with a 7-6 lead. The difference in the ball game right now, Lorain High, after a touchdown, had their extra point attempt blocked, and Whitmer converted on their PAT. Keller hands off to Kobe Myers, and he got smashed in the backfield. Loss of 1, maybe 2, back to the 37-yard line. We'll set up a 3rd down and 12. Coming up at the half, we'll have our U.S. Army halftime show brought to you by the United States Army. Call the Army Career Center in Elyria at 324-3922. U.S. Army halftime show throughout the postseason right here on WEOL. Great to have the U.S. Army on board. We've got a special award coming up during our post-game show from the U.S. Army. 3rd down and 12. Keller rolling to the left. Keller looking, throwing near sideline, and it's out of bounds in the Whitmer bench as he tried to zip one into Patrick Knapp right at the 50-yard line.
Lorain did a nice job forcing quarterback to really extend that to the sidelines. He never got a chance to set his foot in the ground and drive toward his receiver, and therefore the pass sailed a little bit on him.
Again, a huge thank you to Joe Bach from WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, tying into our audio tonight. Not sure he was tied in while I was on my phone. But hey, great to have Joe Bach with us. And again, check out the YouTube channel for WLCS TV 20. Spiraling kick. Lorain will let it bounce, and now it takes a bounce up the field, and it's down by the Panthers at the 34-yard line. 1st down and 10. Other scores: Eau Falls leading Midview 13-7 there in the first. Avon has gained the advantage over Toledo St. John's 7-6 at the end of one. Eagles lead that one. I think that's an 8. Oh, Lord. Jared Kozar with that C in penmanship. Black River 8-7 over Gilmore at the end of one. Talmadge leading Buckeye 7-0 at the end of one. Clear Fork now with a 14-0 lead over Clearview in the first quarter of play. Here, Lorain High trailing 7-6, 10:47 to go. First half, Titan football at their own 33. Movement in the line. Whitmer's pointing at Lorain. Lorain High saying, we didn't do anything wrong. Let's see what the officials have to say. Lorain now here in quarter number 2, going left to right along your radio dial.
Lorain went with the hard count, pulled Whitmer off sides, but
it's an encroachment call against the Panthers.
Dower also moved, but he's a back and he's allowed to move. So, and his movement did not cause the defensive lineman to come across the neutral zone, so that's why they called it the way they did.
Again, the winner of this one will get either Dublin Kaufman or Lewis Center Olentangy next Friday night. That's the 4-5 matchup in this region. Of course, 1-8 versus 4-5 next week. Handoff Dower. Dower hit and falls forward to the 39. The ball appeared to squirt out of there, but I think Dalen Dower was down. We'll set up a 2nd down and 4. In on the stop, when the guy that Rob Clerico was talking about earlier, that outstanding defensive end, Kayvon Butler for Toledo Whitmer. Big junior, 270 pounds, had 10 sacks this year. Dave McFarland called him a beast during our pregame show. 2nd down and 4 to 39. Quick hitter to the left, complete Tyshawn Lighty. Lighty out to the 44, got horse collared, spun out of that, and then went to the 45-yard line and picked up the 1st down. Tyshawn Lighty coming into tonight 23 yards per catch. And Rob, I think at some point tonight, Lorain's going to break a big play. I mean, you look at their box scores all year long, somewhere you see a huge play from the Titans.
Lighty did a nice job keeping his balance there. He was hit early, spun around, and got 3 extra yards after that. And that's what it's going to take, like you said. Break a tackle, go the distance.
I formation behind Justin Sturgill. Lorain with a 1st and 10 at their own 45. 9:45 to go in the half. Titans down 7-6. Sturgill, pitch left. Dalen Dower tries to turn the corner. Now he cuts it back out to the 45 and fights his way out to about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line.
Number 11, Dalen Dower, the ball
Set up
carrier.
a second down and 7.
46.
Hey, don't forget tomorrow morning, 9 to 11, the final fall show for the Nick Abraham Saturday Sports Wrap-Up, presented by the Cleveland Clinic. Z Zoltai and I will be in studio. Z and I have not worked together since week 1. Oh, I've missed Z. Really missed Z. Second down and 7. Lorain at their own 48. Sturgill fakes the inside handoff, keeps it himself, protecting the football, and he gets to the Whitmer 45-yard line. Nice job by Sturgill.
He did. He had trouble getting that ball back out again, but he ripped it away from the fullback so that he could carry the ball himself.
Chains move. First down and 10 for the Titans. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Lorain is at the Whitmer 45-yard line. I formation behind Justin Sturgill. He is up under center, Rayshawn Rogers. That's an oddity in today's game. Sturgill rolling right, looks, throws a wobbler, and it's incomplete at the 30-yard line. Was looking for Zion Cross. That ball looked like it just slipped out of Justin Sturgill's hands. We'll set up second down and 10. Of course, Z Zoltai was in this very press box several years ago. He called Avon Lake's playoff game against Toledo Whitmer. Boy, Z-Man, he told us what to look out for, and we've been looking for it ever since.
There's a full moon out here tonight, too.
Just like Z said there would be. Second down and 10. The Titans are at the Panther 45-yard line. They're down by 1, a 7-6 lead for Toledo Whitmer. Sturgill awaits the snap. Looks, throws, pass, knocked down, caught by Dower out of the air. And then Dalen Dower is driven back after he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy, that ball was knocked immediately down, and yet Dalen Dower, with a great reaction, was able to stab it.
Yep.
Still no gain on the play. Clear Fork leading Clearview now 21-0 in the second quarter of play. Lorain with a 3rd and 10. Sturgill hands off Dower left side, and he's pushed down at the 43-yard line. And Kayvon Butler, that big defensive end, with the tackle. Gain of about 3 will make it 4th down and 7, and Lorain High will be forced to punt. Again at the half, we'll have our U.S. Army halftime show, brought to you by the United States Army.
7.
Mansfield leading Bay 6-0. They're in the first quarter of play. Sylvania, Northview, and Wadsworth tied at 14 at the end of 1. Boy, if Jared could work on the smudges, that grease board would be perfect. Low snap, but the kick is underway. Fair catch called for at the 11-yard line. So let's see if the Lorain High defense can now get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with 7:21 to go in the first half of play.
Fair caught by number 6, Jason Rader.
Titans trailing 7-6. Let's head back down to Gary Pelter. A Stewart Appliance sideline report from the Lorain High side.
Tim, you called that a low snap on the punt attempt. That was actually a roller. It rolled all the way back to the punter. He did do a great job of getting that punt off, and they're back the Panthers back up to about their own 12-yard line. We'll see if the Titans can come up with, once again, another big defensive series.
First down and 10 from the 12. They hand it off to Kobe Myers. Myers out over the 20 and upended at the 21-yard line. Boy, it looked as though they had Kobe trapped in the backfield, but he was able to break out of it, and a gain of about 9 will make it second down and 1.
And he's had trouble finding anywhere to run today. His best run, he had a 5-yard run and a bunch of negatives, so finally find some running room there.
Second down and 1 with under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Whitmer up by 1, 7-6. Keller hands off, looking for room. Kobe Myers. Myers dives forward out over the 25 to the 26-yard line, and that'll move the chains for the Panthers.
Tackled on the play by number 21, Zion
In on the
Cross.
stop, Zion Cross for Lorain High. If you're just joining us, Lorain grabbed the early lead. Justin Sturgill with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Davion Dower. Lorain missed the extra point, 6-0. That's where we were at the end of 1. Whitmer bounced back with a touchdown here in the second as Riley Keller hooked up with Jayshawn Rader on an 8-yard pass. Whitmer converted on their extra point. Inside handoff goes to Kobe Myers, and he is spun down at the 25-yard line. And there's Kelvin Torres in on the stop.
Number 51, Kelvin Torres.
Boy, in the 3-4 defense, Rob, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Those 2 inside backers more often than not lead your team in tackles, and that's the case for Lorain High.
Right, they better, because really the job of those 3 down linemen is to occupy blocks so that the offensive lineman can't get on those 2 linebackers. So those 2 linebackers have to be good at reading the play and flying to the ball.
When Kelvin Torres and Cairo Smith get that job done for Lorain. 2nd down and 11. Keller rolling to the right. Wyatt chasing him. Keller throws. Was the catch made? Yes, a sliding catch at the 30-yard line right in front of the Titan bench. Boy, that's a nice catch by the tight end, Josh Close. Boy, Close is a big target, 6'3", 220 pounds. That's his 12th reception of the year. We'll set up a 3rd down and 6. This is a big play for Lorain High defensively. You get the stop here, you've got plenty of clock to work with for the remainder of the first half. 1st down by Whitmer. And all of a sudden, they could grind up the remaining portion of the 2nd quarter. Big 3rd and 6 play. Keller, play action, looking, throwing, catch made at the 45, and tumbling to the 50-yard line after making the reception was Jay-Sean Rader. Well, he had the touchdown reception earlier. Boy, a nice catch there by Rader. He found a hole in that Lorain High secondary.
He did, and a really nice throw by Keller there, rolling to his left, which is a tough throw for a right-hander, but put it right on the money.
And now the ball right on the 50-yard line, 1st down and 10. Keller looks right, throws. That may be a lateral.
Oh, that was a lateral.
Wow, they called it dead.
Keller's
boy, I'll tell you what.
For number 6, Jay-Sean Rader.
I hope they show the instant replay up there on the scoreboard. I'm sure Joe Bach from WLCS TV 20 at some point will show the replay. That looked like a lateral from up here. When they blow it dead as an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 at the 50-yard line. Keller awaits the snap. Now he looks over at the Whitmer bench. Ball at the left hash mark. Again, Gary Pelter mentioned earlier, the wind is 0 factor here tonight. That flag is completely limp down to our right. Keller now got the play, gets the snap, play action, throws near side, complete, and knocked down right at the 40-yard line. After making the catch was Patrick Mapp. And Mapp, see where they put him down. He got that 1st down. They put it right on the 40-yard line. So Whitmer looking to add to their 7-6 lead. They're on the move at the Lorain High 40. 1st down and 10. 3 receivers all to the right. Myers in the backfield with Keller. They give it to Myers, and Myers up the middle, slammed down at the 39-yard line. Short gain of 1. Nate Melendez, junior lineman there for Lorain High. And now Isaiah McDowell is very, very slow to get up for the Titans. So an official timeout on the field. And now McDowell goes back down to a sitting position. So I'll tell you what, we'll get in a quick timeout. 4:28 to go, 1st half. Whitmer with a 7-6 lead over Lorain in the WEOL Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash. It's on AM 930 WEOL. On your phone with the app. Rob, we're online
at WEOL.com.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community. While continuing full-time careers or education. To help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Isaiah McDowell is up and heading to the Lorain High bench. Appeared to be okay, so my guess, and it's a complete guess, would be that he'll re-enter the ball game at some point. In the meantime, Whitmer with a 2nd down and 9 at the Titan 39-yard line. 4:25, and now the clock running here in the 2nd quarter. Whitmer looking to add to their slim 1-point lead. It's a 7-6 Panther advantage over the Titans. Division I regional quarterfinal. Keller gets the snap. Keller under a rush, hanging it deep down the left side, and it's off the hands of Patrick Knapp at the 10-yard line. Boy, Zion Cross was step for step with Patrick Knapp. That's a well-thrown ball by Riley Keller, just off the fingers of Knapp here on the near side.
It seems like Keller's getting into a pretty good rhythm right now, and I'm sure Lorain would like to get a hit on him just to get him to think about that pass rush a little bit.
3rd down and 9. Big play here for Whitmer. They're at the Titan 39-yard line. 4:09 to go, first half of play. Sophomore Riley Keller with a look over into the Whitmer bench as the play is signaled in. Kobe Myers standing right next to Keller. Here comes the rush. Keller with some happy feet, now rolling to the left. Keller looking, throwing, wide open at the 25, down to the 20, and slammed down there is Mapp. Boy, a great job by Keller of circling away from the pressure, and then the patience to find Mapp as he broke free.
Good vision, too, because he turned his back to the line of scrimmage and rolled out to the left and found that receiver in the middle of the football field. So good eyes.
Well, you could see that Roethlisberger bloodline right there, couldn't you?
Exactly, you're right.
Spin away. Yeah.
Stem the play, make a good pass.
Yep. First down and 10 from the 19. They give it to Kobe Myers, and he tumbles forward inside the 15, close to the 13.
Number 24, Kobe Myers,
maybe even the 12-yard line.
Tackled on the play by number 21.
Boy, if Lorain High could just hold them to a field goal here, I think Dave McFarland would be thrilled. 7-6, Whitmer lead. They have a second down at the Titan 13-yard line. Keller hands off. Myers to the 5, and he slams to the 4-yard line. Well, he just ran right over Tyshawn Lighty. And now it'll be first and goal for Whitmer. Cairo Smith ended up making the stop for Lorain. So the ball is at the 4-yard line of the Titans, 3:15 in the clock running here in the second quarter of play. Whitmer up by 1, 7-6. The ball is at the left hash mark.
It's a good timeout. Lorain's defensive line had their hands on their hips, look like they're getting a little tired.
So timeout by the Titans with 3:04 to go here in the first half of play. We'll take a break. 7-6, Whitmer by 1. But they're at the Titan 4 in the WEOL Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on AM 930 WEOL. On your phone with the app. Rob, we're online
at WEOL.com.
Which of the angles on the board are the one from the quiz on Friday? Jaden?
Research shows more and more 12 to 15-year-olds have arteries similar to that of a 45-year-old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Don't let your children grow up too fast. Encourage them to act their age through regular exercise and healthy eating.
Timeout taken by Lorain High with 3:04 to go here in the first half of play. Dave McFarland out talking to his defense, exhorting them to get a stop right here. As we mentioned, you can hold Whitmer to 3 right here. I think you win that battle. 7-6, Panther lead. First and goal at the Titan 4. They hand it off left side, and falling forward to the 3, maybe the 2, was Whistler
Number 24,
Coulter.
Kobe Myers.
Well, it was Myers.
Was it?
I thought it was Coulter, actually.
So did I.
I think the PA guy miscalled that one. Yeah, it was Coulter.
Yeah, I think its dad is informing the PA announcer of that.
Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Ball at the left hash mark. Keller fakes the handoff, rolling to the right. Has an open receiver, didn't see him. Now under a rush, and Keller is sacked at the 10. He had a wide open receiver and wouldn't throw it.
I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger on that.
And Keller thrown down back at the 10-yard line. Boy, he had a guy wide open about 3 yards deep in the end zone. He just didn't pull the trigger. And now it's third and goal from the 10. So can Lorain get that stop? 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And now Whitmer, I believe, wants a timeout. So Lorain took it. So Lorain took the timeout. 1:59 on the second quarter clock. And we'll take a 30-second timeout in our Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL, on your phone with the app, and Rob online
at WEOL.com.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
All right, Rob Clerico, put us in that Lorain High defensive huddle right there. What was Dave and the defensive staff telling those kids?
Well, like I said, it looks like they're getting a little winded, but you tell them there's one play for the half. Give it everything you can now. We can go in and rest at halftime.
So it's 3rd down and goal. They actually put the ball at the 9-yard line. 3 receivers split to the left, but boy, are they spread out. The ball is at the right hash mark. Riley Keller now sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff. Here comes the heat. Keller eludes it, rolls to the right. Keller to the 5, and he drives forward inside the 5 to about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. And it is decision time now for the head coach of Toledo Whitmer, Ken Winters. What do you do?
Another great effort by Antonio Wyatt on that play. Got some rush in the backfield. Keller escaped, chased him from behind, tackled him on the 1.
They're going for it. They're at the 1-yard line, and they're going to go for it. The ball is at the 1. Riley Keller on a 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line. Comes up under center. I formation behind him. And now the Whitmer coaching staff says, let's talk about it. We will keep it right here. 1:14 to go. 2nd quarter of play. Boy, Keller did a great job of eluding the rush. Rolled right. And boy, showing some toughness there on the far sideline, was able to dive forward to the 1-yard line. Gary Pelter, you're standing right there, right where Riley Keller dove, tried to get to that pylon, got to the 1. Well, I'll tell you what, go ahead. Go ahead. Gary, go ahead. No, I guess Gary, I thought he was going to say something. Gary, you with us down there? Well, I think we lost Gary for a moment.
He's trying.
All right, so Whitmer huddling right down below us here on the near side. Lorain already is saying we're ready to go defensively. The ball kind of splitting that 1-yard line. Not quite a yard and a half, but not inside the 1 either. The nose of the football is actually outside the 1-yard line. Here we go. 4th and goal at the 1 with 1:14 to go in the half. Keller, quarterback sneak. The ball came loose. It's in the end zone. Scramble for it. And what do we got? Boy, Keller was driving, trying to get in. And that ball came out of there about 7-8 yards deep. Oh, my. Whitmer recovered for the touchdown. Wow. And I think Dave McFarland saying, how can you not say forward progress was stopped? Boy, Dave McFarland leading his case that Riley Keller's forward progress was stopped. Let's check in with Gary Pelter. Gary, I see you over there about 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone on that far side. And from your vantage point, what'd you see?
Tim, I thought they had him stopped. It looked like they were going to be stuck there at the 1-yard line, but then that ball flipped out and went deep into the end zone, and there was Panthers all around it, guys.
And now the extra point is up, and it is good. Wow, 1:05 to go here in the first half of play. It's now a 14-6 Toledo Whitmer lead. Gary, did you catch the number as to who came out of there with it? But not that it matters a whole lot, but Whitmer recovered that football in the end zone for the touchdown.
No, Tim, I did not there because there was still a scrum, and even after they signaled the touchdown, there was still several players lying on the ground and still scrambling over that football, even though they'd already decided it, guys.
I do want to ask you, Gary, from your vantage point, it looked like Dave McFarland was pleading that Keller's forward progress was stopped. What'd you think?
I think his forward progress was stopped. It just looked like the ball was knocked out of his hands and rolled out into that end zone. Tim, he's still pleading his case with the officials right now as we've got a couple of Titans down on the field after that extra point attempt.
So 1:05 to go here in the first half of play. Gary Pelter's sideline report brought to you by Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase select KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. As Gary said, boy, not one but two Titan players are down on the field after the extra point was converted by Whitmer. The Panthers now with a 14-6 lead. 1:05 to go, second quarter here at Toledo Whitmer High School. Boy, Rob, that's a tough break for Lorain High. It looked as though they had Keller stopped. And I think Dave McFarland will look at the replay and look at the video, perhaps Joe Box video when all is said and done. But boy, that ball squirted out of there and then a scramble in the end zone.
It did, and Lorain had their chance a couple of times to recover it. I think Whitmer had a chance a couple of times, and it just finally ended up in the Whitmer players' hands.
And now one of the players for Lorain High that was down is up, Davion Dower. And now the second Lorain High Titan that was down is up. So we will now await the kickoff from Toledo Whitmer. Again, Panthers lead it 14-6 with 1:05 to go here in the second quarter of play. Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Clerico. Down on the field, Gary Pelter. And we're busy tonight on AM 930 and on our mobile app and online at WEOL.com. Stream 2 over at Oak Falls and Division 2 regional quarterfinal matchup between Midview and Oak Falls. Bulldogs on top 13-10 at the half. Stream 3, Bull Barch and Matt Douglas. They did bullseye on the afternoon over at Avon today. They did the show from the stadium. Now they're calling the game. And at the half, Avon leading Toledo St. John's 7-6. Ironically, Whitmer played Toledo St. John's earlier this year. Boy, Whitmer crushed them 31-0. All right, here we go. Titans will get the football. They'll have a little over a minute to utilize on the clock as Whitmer will now kick off, leading 14-6. Very high short kick, fielded at the 25-yard line. Out to the 30, to the 35, to the 39 for Lorain High. And, of course, that's a number I don't have on my roster, but that was a nice kickoff return for Lorain High. So let's see what Justin Sturgill elects to do right here. Again, Dave McFarland gives him the freedom to run the offense. 59 seconds to go. Pretty good field position for Lorain High. They've got one timeout left. Down 14-6. Titans will start at their own 39. 5'11" senior Justin Sturgill runs the offense. 4 receivers set, 2 to the right, the wide side of the field, 2 to the left. Sturgill went up and said something to Rayshawn Rogers, his center. And now they'll put Lady in motion. Sturgill runs the option. Justin out to the 45, drives forward to the 46-yard line. Gain of 7. Again, plenty of time here for Lorain. No need to panic or rush things. We're down to 45 seconds to go, and the Titans are right up on the line of scrimmage.
Justin Sturgill, ball carrier, tackled on a play.
Sturgill awaiting the snap.
Hayes Jr.
Now, you don't have that much time. You got to get this play off, Sturgill.
They need to get set here, too.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Under 30 seconds to go. Boy, Sturgill still barking out signals. Now the snap comes. Sturgill hanging it deep. Down the left side. Tip. Caught. Cross. Touchdown. The ball was tipped. Zion Cross was able to snag it and score.
21, Zion Cross.
17 seconds to go in the half. And the blazing speed of Zion Cross after the tip ball, and it's now a 14-12 ball game. The big play capability of Lorain High, Rob.
Absolutely, and we were worried that they were taking their time a little bit too much, but you know, when you can score in 3 seconds, you can take as much time as you want.
And now Dave McFarland comes out and says, all right, guys, we're going for 2. How about that, Justin Sturgill? His second touchdown pass of the night. He now has 21 on the year. Boy, great concentration by Cross to catch it off the tip and then accelerate to pay dirt. And now flags are flying and whistles are blowing on the 2-point conversion attempt. A 46-yard hookup for Zion Cross. That's his 8th touchdown of the year.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
And an encroachment call against Whitmer. So Lorain back to within 2. And now let's see if this changes the thinking somewhat.
It seems like they changed personnel after that call, so maybe it does change their thinking. Can they just power it in from here?
And Sturgill is going to come up under center, I formation behind him. Chavis the up back, Dower the deep back. And now Whitmer says we want a timeout. Well, let's head down to Gary Pelter on that Lorain High sideline. That pass to Zion Cross, Gary, had to electrify that Titan bench. I'm sure they were a little dispirited after the Whitmer touchdown, but boy, to bounce right back like that.
Tim, that pass was just a little bit underthrown. It looked like Cross had him beat, but the bus was just a little underthrown, got tipped, and like you said, it electrified the sidelines over here. Lorain, wow, everybody just erupted, not only on the sidelines with the players, all the fans that are back here too, and they got a nice contingent of fans from Lorain that came out tonight, guys.
Yeah, good to see a lot of folks over there as they take in this Titan Panther contest. And of course, Rob, for Whitmer, they got to feel all the momentum that they had going into the locker room has now just dissipated.
Well, it goes right back to what you and I were talking about before the game, that Whitmer thought that maybe they'd have an easy night tonight, but if they go into halftime and it's a close game, maybe their confidence is shaken a little bit, and it has to be at the way the first half has gone, because in many parts of that first half, Lorain played better than Whitmer.
So here we go with 17 ticks on the clock. Lorain High will now come out with Sturgill in the pistol formation. Chavis to his right, Dower to his left. Sturgill looks, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete as he tried to get it to Tyshawn Lighty on a very quick hitter. So the 2-point conversion is no good, and so Whitmer maintains a 14-12 lead with 17 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Other scores to pass along to you at the half. Oak Falls leading Midview 13-10 at the half. Avon on top of Toledo St. John 7-6 at the half. Black River is leading Gilmore 14-7. They're at halftime at Medina Highland, and Highland leading Anthony Wayne 14-0 at the half. Buckeye trailing Talmadge 14-6. The Bucks trailing by 8 at the intermission. Clear Fork has opened up a 28-0 lead over Clearview at the half. Also in the second quarter of play, it's Sylvania Northview with a 20 loopy number, 27, I believe, to 21. That's a 9. See? That's a 9. Sylvania Northview 29-21 over Wadsworth in the second quarter of play. Bay leading Mansfield 14 or 17? 14. I don't know why I got him this dry erase board. Here I thought it would solve our problems. What do you think, Rob? What does that look like?
It looks like 14. Where's loopy number? I want to see a loopy number. All right.
Bouncing kick. It's loose on the field. They scrambled for it. At the 30, let's see. Boy, there's a mad scramble. There was a bouncing kick. And it was rolling around there loose. And I think Whitmer was able to cover at the 30. And I would think right now Whitmer head coach Ken Winters is going to say, let's get to the locker room. I think he can sense things are getting away from his team a little bit, and they're up by 2, 14-12. Tonight's Gridiron Clash brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. Ohio's #1 orthopedic care is here for you in Lorain County. Call 440-204-7800 for your appointment. Riley Keller is going to take the knee, and that's going to do it for the first half here at Toledo Whitmer. Lorain High, the #8 seed at 8-2, hanging with this Whitmer Panther team, 10-0 in the #1 seed. Boy, look at Dave McFarland cheering on his guys as they head to the locker room. The spiritual leader of this Lorain High football team. It's a 14-12 Whitmer lead at the intermission.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lorain City Schools proudly present the 2017 edition of the Lorain High School Titans Marching Band. Band's under the direction of Timothy Sidney. Assistant band directors are Dave Hager, Ted Terhune, and Chris Wilson. Volunteer flag advisor is Chiquita Jones. The band is led onto the field by drum majors Maya Greenhill and Jonathan Murphy. This evening's show starts with Andy Grant. It's good to be alive. Displays for America with its next nationally televised performance at the National Thanksgiving Day Parade in Detroit. The closed tonight's performance with Cake by the Ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lorain High School Titans Marching Band.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Hi, my name is William Miller. I'm 16 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm studying auto tech through Lorain High's Career Tech Education program. When I started taking auto tech class, I said, yeah, this is what I want to do for a living. The program is hands-on. It was really cool and amazing. We go through scenarios about what's wrong with cars, learn how to fix brakes, do oil changes, a whole bunch of other things. I look at it as if it was my car. What would I do to it? We get to really get into the cars. My teacher, Scott Krashenko, is a very fun teacher too. He's probably one of the coolest teachers I've ever had. He trusts us, we learn hands-on. He taught us that cars are changing very fast. In fact, it's changing like every 3 years. I learned these things because I'm in the Auto Technician Career Tech program. If you are a hands-on person and love cars, then I recommend this program for you. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High's Auto Technician Career Tech program.
Third quarter about to get underway here at Toledo Whitmer. Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Polinsky. Rob Polinsky's over at Olmsted Falls. Tim Elkhorn along with Rob Clerico here at Toledo Whitmer. And again, I want to send out a huge thank you to Jared Kozar, on-site engineer, Terry Howell back in the studios of WEOL. We're having some technical issues with the phone line here at Toledo Whitmer, and they are working feverishly to establish reconnection when it needs to be done. So a great job by those two guys. All right, Rob Clerico, let's look ahead to quarters 3 and 4. What do you look for? What are some keys for Lorain High to get out of here with a win?
I really think Lorain just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They've controlled both lines of scrimmage in portions of this game. I think that they need to get some hits on Riley Keller, because Keller got into a little bit of a rhythm in that first half, was able to set his feet, make some good throws. He's a good quarterback, and against a good quarterback, you got to get him off of their platform, and so bring some pressures from some different areas.
So Lorain High will kick off, defend the goal to our right here in the third quarter of play. Whitmer will go left to right on your radio dial. It'll be Jermel Nolan kicking off for the Titans. Nolan approaches the football, bounces it short to the right side. It's loose in front of the Titan bench. Lorain saying they've got it. And I think they do. Yes, they do. Lorain High recovers right in front of the Titan bench. Oh, a huge break for Lorain to start the third quarter of play.
It's a great call. It's a great call to start the second half by Coach McFarland. You know, it makes it easier to make that call when your defense is playing well, too. So even if Whitmer gets it at midfield, your defense has made a couple of stops in some not-so-great field position. But they got the onside kick, and now they can get their offense out there and start rolling again.
Boy, we've seen Lorain High come here to win tonight.
Right.
The double pass, the onside kick. They're not playing not to lose. They came here to win the football game. And so the Titans have it offensively after the onside kick. First down and 10. They are at the Whitmer 46-yard line. Justin Sturgill in the pistol formation. And the back judge calls delay of game on Lorain High. So that'll make it 1st and 15. The ball will go back to the Lorain 49-yard line. Our U.S. Army halftime show was brought to you by the United States Army. Call the Army Career Center in Elyria, 324-3922, or visit goarmy.com. 1st and 15 play. They hand it off to Tyshawn Lighty. Here on the near side, cuts it back 50, 45, and dragged down at the Whitmer 42-yard line.
Number 1, Tyshawn
Lighty. Well, I mentioned once in a while he'll come around and they'll just hand it to him. Use that speed. That was his 10th carry of the year. He averages 12 yards per carry. Second down play. They got a good chunk of it back, 10 of it back. 2nd and 5. Third quarter just underway. Lorain with the football after an onside kick by the Titans. Sturgill hands off. Dalen Dower to the right. Gets to the 40, bounces outside to the 35, down to the 30, carrying tacklers to the 25, and finally ridden out of bounds into the Titan bench at about the 24-yard line.
That's a great run. Couple of jump cuts, broke a couple of tackles, and just kept on working down the field.
Rayshawn Rogers is the Titan center. Myron Wilson, Yusef Elzir are the guards, David Larson and Gabe Larsosa are the tackles. And they have been firing off the ball here early in the third quarter of play. First down and 10, Lorain at the Whitmer 25. Titans down by 2, 14-12. Sturgill in the pistol, play action, throwing right, complete inside the 20 and knocked out of bounds. And about the 18, actually they'll say he went down inbounds after making the catch. Trying to see who that was. I think that was Davion Dower.
Number 2.
Yep.
Davion Dower.
Davion Dower, the older brother of Dalen Dower. Dalen a sophomore, Davion a senior. Gain of about 7 right there. Will make it 2nd down and 3. They give it to Dalen Dower, the sophomore. Slams up the middle, and he got run into by a whole bunch of guys in maize and blue. And now a late flag. Well, they may be saying that the whistle blew and they drove Dalen Dower into the turf. We may have an unsportsmanlike.
Personal foul, number 3 of the defense.
Yep, they called that one on Kayvon Butler. And that's going to give Lorain High a free first down. So the Titan drive will continue. They will spot this football at the 9, we'll call it the 8-yard line. First down and goal. Titans trailing 14-12, but after recovering an onside kick to start the third, they're now inside the Panther 10-yard line. 10.5 minutes to go, third quarter of play. Sturgill awaits the snap. Sturgill gets the snap, throws to the right, complete, and the ball came out. It's loose inside the 10. And Whitmer saying they've got it, and they do. Wow. Boy, it was a quick hitter to the right. And that ball came out of there. So Whitmer with a big play defensively to force the turnover. Let's head down to Gary Pelter. Pelt, it happened right in front of you. I think fighting for an extra yard or two perhaps cost a Titan right there.
Yeah, they tried to take that ball back to the inside, and there was nothing but Panthers in there, and they knocked that football loose pretty quickly there, and there was all Panthers on top of it when it was all over, guys.
So a first down play as they hand it off to Kobe Myers, and Myers gets drilled for a loss of 1. That'll make it second down and 9. Gary's sideline report brought to you by Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. Second down and 12 from the 7. Keller from his own end zone flips it to the left side to Myers. Myers hemmed in inside the 5, and he's buried at the 4. Boy, Lorain High defensively. They have done a job tonight. Gabe Larsosa, Nate Melendez, Antonio Wyatt, the down linemen for the Titans. Kelvin Torres, Cairo Smith, the inside backers with Savon Chavis and Davion Dower on the outside.
51, Kelvin
what a
Torres.
job they've done.
They have. They've done a great job, and Kelvin Torres, especially on that screen, did a great job seeing it develop and running out there to really snuff it out.
And now Keller will receive this third down snap in his own end zone. 3rd and 16 from the 3. They've got to get to the 19-yard line. Keller gets the snap about 7 yards deep in the end zone. He's going to hang it deep over the middle, and he overshot his intended receiver. He was looking for Patrick Mapp. Stride for stride with Mapp was Dakota Mincy. Boy, Lorain High should end up with great field position right here as Whitmer will punt from their own end zone. So Lorain did give it up on the turnover, but a quick 3 and out, and they drove Whitmer backwards.
They've had a few turnovers tonight, but their response every time has been fantastic. Even the time that Whitmer fumbled it into the end zone, they come right back to score.
Mincy goes back, loses the punt. It's loose inside the 35. Mincy picks it up, and down he goes. Wow, what a punt. Great job right there by Austin Long.
That turned the field over.
Wow, Austin Long just boomed one from the back of his own end zone. And Dakota Mincy, very fortunate that he was able to go back and get on that football.
It was a tough catch. He tried to catch it above his head because it was kicked so far, but it's a good thing he did, because if he doesn't catch that, that could go down inside the 10 even.
8:52 to go, third quarter of play. Lorain High with the football. First down and 10. Titans at their own 31, trailing this one 14-12. So Justin Sturgill will reset that Lorain High offense. I formation behind the senior quarterback for the Titans. Sturgill hands off Dalen Dower. He's got a crease. 35-40. Look out to the 45 to the 50. Spun down in Whitmer territory at the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And they're going to keep feeding him the rock. And Rob, they're hoping at some point he's going to bust a big one.
Yeah, that's a big time play right there. You get a 23-yard gain on a run up the middle.
First down and 10, Lorain High at the Whitmer 46-yard line. Titans down by 2. Sturgill now up under center. Rayshawn Rogers, play action, looks, throws, far side, complete inside the 40, and then falling forward to the Whitmer 37-yard line after making the catch was Jermel Nolan. Nolan, the 5'10 junior.
Number 23, Nolan Jr.
Gain of 9.
Another play by number 28, Tayshawn
makes it second down and 1.
Gain of 9 on the reception.
Ball to right hash mark. I formation behind Sturgill. Again, Justin Sturgill comes up under center. Rayshawn Rogers. Well, this is old-fashioned football right
It
here.
is.
Inside handoff, flag on the play, and usually where you see holding. The helmet got knocked off.
Cairo
Smith.
There's a flag and a
Well, that
play.
flag came flying right in the middle of the line, and that's normally where you see the hold. But let's wait.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Ooh, they call a face mask on Whitmer. That's why the play-by-play guy shouldn't guess.
I was thinking the same thing as you.
That the play-by-play guy shouldn't guess?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Well, here's Lorain again in the red zone. They coughed it up last time. Second chance here in the third quarter. First down and 10. The ball is put down at the Whitmer 17-yard line. 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. Davion Dower, Lighty to the left, cross to the right. Sturgill rolling left. Here comes the heat. Down he goes at the 25-yard line. Oh, my.
29, Justin
Sturgill gets sacked back at the 25. Loss of 8 on the play will make it second down and 18. Boy, Justin's fortunate he hung on to the football right there.
A little bit of bootleg, so he didn't see the rush coming. Right when he turned and faced the line of scrimmage, you got a face full of Whitmer.
End of 3 quarters, Falls hanging on over Midview, 20-17. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead as those two teams head to the fourth. Here, Lorain High trailing 14-12, 7 minutes to go. Third quarter of play. Sturgill, play action in the pocket. Here comes the rush. Justin now up the middle, not much room. Down he goes at the 24-yard line.
Number 20.
It'll be third and a long way to go for Lorain High. Of course, Lorain does not have a kicking game per se. They don't have a field goal guy, so this would certainly be 4-down territory for the Titans. They're at the Whitmer 24. They need to get to the Whitmer 8. Third and 16. And now they'll wind the clock. Zion cross wide to the left. Davion Dower. Well, now comes outside of Zion. They'll move Zion to the slot on the left. 2 backs in the backfield with Sturgill. I think they're there for protection. Sturgill looks, throws, left side, complete to Dalen. Dalen to the 20 and dragged down at the 19-yard line. We'll set up fourth down and about 11. So what's in Dave McFarland's playbook right here on a 4th and 11 with under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, tonight's Gridiron Clash brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. Ohio's #1 orthopedic care is here in Lorain County. Call 440-204-7800 for your appointment. Fourth down play, 4th and 11. Ball at the left hash mark. It's spotted at the 19. They need to get to the 8. Sturgill with time, looks, throws, touchdown! A post pattern over the middle. Tyshawn Lighty.
Sturgill's pass is completed.
Sturgill put it right on the numbers to Tyshawn Lighty.
18-yard touchdown reception.
And Lorain High has taken the lead. 18-14 with 5:26 to go here in the third quarter of play for Justin Sturgill. Touchdown throw number 3 on the night.
Ran a nice vertical switch out there where the 2 receivers on the right-hand side of the field switched, went vertical. The one on the outside ended up going to the post. The one on the inside ended up going to the corner of the end zone, and he threw it to the post. I thought he was going to throw that fade on the outside. He made a better decision.
And now again, Lorain High will go for 2, leading by 4. Sturgill up under center, I formation behind him. Sturgill runs the option. No, they gave it on a little misdirection play. Cross to the left byline, and he got in for the 2-point conversion. Boy, the speedster, Zion Cross, with the 2-point run.
2-point conversion.
And Lorain High regains the lead.
The Titans
20-14. Titans 14. On top. 5:26 to go, third quarter of play. Coming back to Whitmer after this on the Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL and Rob Online.
At WEOL.com.
Sports Medicine is proud to be the official orthopedic.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. an educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Number 6, Jay-Sean Rader.
Line drive kick for Whitmer out over the 25 to the 35 and fighting to the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice job. And marked dead at the 42 on the return is Jay-Sean Rader. Let's get to Gary Pelter down on that Lorain High sideline. Boy, 4th and 11, and they convert for the touchdown pass. Gary, your thoughts on what's happening on that Titan sideline?
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of confidence in the Titans on their sideline and on their bench because everything they've done so far, with the exception of the turnover, has been perfect so far. They executed that onside kick. They drove down inside the red zone. They've got the punt, which that was a little precarious, but they ended up with it. Took a nice drive, and then they scored there on 4th down. Titans are on a roll, guys.
And they lead it 20-14. Keller throws over the middle, complete inside the 45, down to the Lorain High 43-yard line. Patrick Mapp, 6-foot senior. Boy, he's a nice target, and he runs routes very well, Rob.
Yes, they had some play action there. I couldn't tell it was a run-pass option or just pure play action pass, but Keller put that right on the money.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the
Titans
Panthers.
up 20-14, 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter here at Whitmer High School. Glad to bring it to you on AM 930 WEOL. Exclusive coverage on WEOL tonight. Riley Keller, the sophomore, awaits the snap in that pistol formation. Keller fakes the handoff. Keller rolling to the right, under a rush, looks, throws, and it's in and out of the hands of Cairo Smith. He almost had the interception down at the 30-yard line.
Jay-Sean Rader's incomplete.
Keller was looking for Jay-Sean Rader, and Cairo Smith stepped right in front of it and just couldn't hang on. We'll set up a 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at the Lorain High 41-yard line. After the ball game, our Lorain County Community College post-game show brought to you by LCCC. And we'll have our U.S. Army Lorain High unit of the game. Boy, there are some units for Lorain High that have played well tonight.
Absolutely. That's going to be a tough decision.
2nd down and 10. Whitmer at the Titan 41, but the Titans lead it. Keller looks, throws, complete down to the 30, upended at the 30-yard line after making the reception was Zach Walling.
Zach Walling.
Boy, Zach's a big kid, 6'3", sophomore.
27, Dakota
Chains move, 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the Titan 30-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, clock running. Lorain High up by 6 at 20-14. Keller gets the snap. Keller hands off, flag on the play, and downfield the ball's fumbled, out of there with it, Lorain High. Titans have it at the 20. Now let's see what the flag is. The flag was in the backfield.
There's a flag on the play. Fumble recovered by the Titans.
Titans came up with the ball. It's a hold against Whitmer, and Lorain High will have it. 1st down and 10 for the Titans at their own 20-yard line. Boy, again, the Lorain High defense coming up with a play, Rob.
They are playing great defense. You know, a couple of 1st downs there. But to get that turnover is huge because Lorain's had their share of turnovers today, and it really hasn't hurt them that much. Let's see if they can make Whitmer pay for their turnover.
So 1st down and 10 for Lorain High. They're at their own 20-yard line. 4:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Titans with a 20-14 lead. And Rob, this is what we talked about during the pregame. How many times has Whitmer been tested? How many times have they trailed this year? And now the pressure really mounts. Lose and go home scenario. Sturgill turns, hands off Dower. Dower to the right. Plunges forward. Got about 3, maybe 4. We'll make it 2nd down. And now a late flag, and now 2 late flags. Boy, things have been chippy out there
They have
tonight.
been. And it looks like Whitmer's saying this time it's against Lorain.
Flag on the play.
Boy, 2 flags came flying in there after the play was blown dead. And now the officials are huddling right in front of the Lorain High guys. Lorain High trying to listen in to see what those officials are discussing. And it's not, hey, what time is Tony Paco's open until?
But we are still trying to figure that out.
Well, Big Ed's supposed to get us the word on that.
We have offsetting personal fouls.
Well, they have offsetting personal fouls.
Number 46.
Again, tonight's Gridiron Clash brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, offering same-day sports injury appointments to get back in the game. Call 204-7800. That's 204-7800. So they're going to put the ball
7 for the Panthers. For the Titans.
Back at the 20. No, they're going to leave it where it was. Let's check in with Gary. Gary, can you sort it all out for us?
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, I did want to let you know that it was Dakota Mincy that recovered that fumble a little bit ago. Right there, what happened was Dower was running the football, but they had him tackled down on the ground, and they weren't going to let him go. They maybe gave a little extra tug on that ankle, that leg, guys.
Pitch left. Goes to Dower. Dower hit and dropped at the 25-yard line. Boy, that was a big-time hit right there. That's Ohio High School playoff football. Luke Beadle came up and lowered the boom on Dower. We'll set up a 3rd down and 5 for Lorain High. 3:40 to go, third quarter. Titans up by 6. What has been a dandy in this Division I Region 2 quarterfinal matchup. Titans the 8 seed at 8-2. Whitmer the 1 seed at 10-0. But Lorain High got off the bus ready to play. 3rd and 5 play here. Titans at their own 25. Sturgill fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, he had Tyshawn Lighty wide open, and Justin just overshot him.
Brings up 4th down and 5.
I'll tell you what, if Lighty catches that pass in stride with the
he could
speed of
split those
Tyshawn.
safeties for sure.
Yep. But instead, Lorain will punt. In punting formation, Jermel Nolan. Nolan standing at his own 12-yard line. Elias Lopez late to enter for Lorain High, and now he gets in and gets set. 3-fit, boy, a bouncing snap, and somehow the punt underway. And it takes a good Lorain High bounce down to the 40, able to elude a tackle to the 50, 45, 40, still on his feet, and upended at the Titan 35-yard line was Jason Rader. Boy, I'll tell you what, great job by Nolan back there to scoop up that bouncing ball. I mean, he was like Francisco Lindor back there. That thing was coming in on a short hop. And yet a nice return by Rader, and so Whitmer has it in terrific field position. 1st down and 10 at the Lorain High 34-yard line. 3:01 to go, third quarter. Titans hanging on to a 6-point lead, 20-14. Lorain leads it. Winner plays next Friday night against either Dublin Kaufman or Lewis Center Olentangy. Riley Keller, inside handoff, trying to bounce outside Kobe Myers. Myers being chased and dragged down at about the 32-yard line.
Done a great job against
2nd down and 8.
Great job against Myers today. He just hasn't had a lot of running room.
2nd down and 9. Ball now at the left hash mark. 3 receivers to the right. Keller gets the snap, rolling to the right, wide side of the field. Keller right in front of the Whitmer bench, looks, throws, and he just simply threw it into the bench. We'll set up a 3rd down and 9. Well, we talk about units that are playing well for Lorain High. How about the secondary of the Titans?
Yeah. The defensive line, the secondary, the whole defense has played great.
Black River has blown it open, 38-7. They lead Gilmore in the 3rd. Avon has opened up a 28-6 lead over St. John's there in the 4th. 3rd and 9. Whitmer at the 33 of the Titans. Inside handoff. Big hole down to the 20-yard line is Kobe Myers. Boy, that's a great play call. Lorain was looking for the pass, and Whitmer crossed him up with a little bit of a counter, and Myers picks up the 1st down to the Titan 20-yard line.
The 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Chains move. Whitmer down by 6. 20-14. Titans lead it. Ball at the left hash mark as Keller sets the offense. Keller gets the snap. Give it to Myers. Oh, did he get hit? Pounded to the ground. at the 21-yard line. Kelvin Torres says, I'm here at Toledo.
51, Kelvin Torres.
And you're going down. Oh, my, what a shot by Kelvin Torres.
Quick change of direction there.
Brings up second and 11.
Second down and 11. Keller rolling to the right, wide side, looks, throws, incomplete inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. He was looking for Map.
Keller's pass.
We'll set up a third down and 9.
Complete. Brings up
After the ball game, our Lorain County Community College post-game show presented by LCCC. And of course, we'll have our U.S. Army unit of the game for Lorain High. And boy, several of their units have played well tonight. Wow. Third and 11 from the 21-yard line. Sophomore quarterback Riley Keller looking over to the bench. The Whitmer quarterback gets the play call. Kobe Myers off to his right. 3 receivers to the right, the wide side of the field. Keller in the pocket. It collapses. Now he rolls to the right. Keller throws in and out of the hands of his receiver down at the 12-yard line. He was looking for Map, and Map couldn't hang on.
Hit him in the hands.
Brings up fourth down.
And that'll bring on Eric Philby. He missed one earlier tonight, but again, a pretty reliable kicker for Whitmer. He has not missed an extra point all year, and he's now 6 of 8 on field goal attempts. This out of a Keller hold will be a 38-yard field goal attempt, pretty much right down the middle. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is no good. He's missed 2 tonight. And so the ball will go over to Lorain at the 20-yard line, and the Titans still up 20-14. Wow.
Gotta love the way that defense is playing.
Unbelievable play by Lorain defensively tonight. Again, tonight's Gridiron Clash brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic, getting you back in the game with expert sports health care. Call 440-204-7800 for your appointment. 440-204-7800. Lorain with a 20-14 lead with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Tim Elkhorn, Rob Clerico, Gary Pelter down on the sidelines. Joe Bach, WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television, is tied into our audio feed tonight. Great to be on board with Joe and the gang at WLCS. Inside handoff, Dalen Dower. Dower tried to knife his way through that Whitmer defense. The hole quickly closed at the 22. That'll make it second down and 8. Again, you got to check out that WLCS TV 20 YouTube channel.
I have. I've watched a few of Lorain's games over the years.
Isn't it cool?
That is really cool. I just stumbled upon it one time.
Second and 8 from the 22-yard line. There's your plug, Joe Bach. Titan football with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter of play. No, it really is neat. And not just the football and the sports, but all of the school activities. Inside handoff, Savon Chavis pounds the middle. Got to about the 26-yard line. Actually, that was Cairo. Sometimes it's Cairo Smith, sometimes it's Savon Chavis. That time it was Smith, the up back in the eye. We'll make it third down and 4. Boy, Lorain has come up here and afforded themselves very, very well. They're up by 6 with under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. Sturgill will come up under center. Rayshawn Rogers. I formation. Sturgill, play action, looks, throws, ball's tipped. Oh, it landed at the feet of Tyshawn Lighty. I don't think he was aware. It was right in front of him. And that'll set up a fourth down and 4. 16 seconds to go. Boy, this would be an unbelievable gamble right here. And you see Sturgill still on the field. Wow. He may try to draw Whitmer off.
Yeah.
If he can get him to jump, it would be a first down. 4th and 4, Lorain indicating that they're going for it at their own 26. They snap at the Sturgill, and he blocked the punt. It was going to be a quick kick, and it got blocked. Oh my, it was blocked.
I think that got blocked by the up back of Lorain.
And Whitmer able to fall on it at the tight 24-yard line. Let's head down to Gary Pelter. Gary?
I'm not sure who blocked it, but there was a defensive lineman in there for the Panthers. He got in there in the interior line somewhere, and Sturgill really didn't have a chance to get that ball off. I was pretty sure that's what they were going to do, guys. It looked like Coach had a definite conversation with Sturgill, so I think that's what was the plan all along, was to kick it away, because they've had trouble with those snaps, but that time they never did get it away. It's up to the defense now.
Ball at the 24-yard line. Here comes, I believe, Mapp, and Mapp actually
28, Payshawn Wimberly.
That was Payshawn Wimberly. Came from his wide receiver spot, got the ball on a handoff, and was dropped at the 21 for a gain of 3. Well, hang on. We're going to the 4th in a great run here at Whitmer. 20-14. Titans leading the Panthers, but the Panthers are deep in Lorain High territory. 4th quarter follows this timeout on the Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL. And Rob online
at WEOL.com.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
I will be coming up on retirement, and the VA benefits will play a very important part in my life.
You may have earned valuable veterans benefits from your military service.
I decided that it was time to go to college and pursue my career.
I was able to buy this house.
Learn more about your eligibility, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
The VA benefits made a real difference in my life.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for my VA benefits.
Don't wait. Apply for your VA benefits today.
We head to the 4th here at Toledo Whitmer, Division I, Region 2, regional quarterfinal ball game. It's a great one. Lorain High leading Whitmer 20-14. Panther football as we start the 4th quarter. They are at the 21-yard line of the Titans. Riley Keller, their sophomore quarterback, sets the offense. Ball at the right hash mark. Keller gets the snap. Keller floats it deep down the right side. Fight in the end zone, and it's incomplete. Boy, that was just mano a mano back there in the back corner of the end zone. Boy, these officials. And now we got some late flags.
By number 22, Joe Guy.
Boy, Mapp and I believe Mackay Curry were battling for that football. And then after the play, we got 2 flags.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 22 of the defense.
And they call it on Lorain High. They call unsportsmanlike on the Titans. So can the Titan defense come up with another stop? They've been able to make some big ones here tonight. And now each team exhorting their fans. Whitmer's got a few more fans than Lorain High. But the Titan fans are up on the opposite side. First down and 10 from the 11 for Whitmore. They're down by 6. Keller gets the snap. Keller hands off, fighting inside the 5, down to the 4, fumble in the end zone.
Again.
And they give it to Whitmer for the touchdown. Second time tonight that Whitmer has recovered a fumble in the end zone. Second time it's happened. And this game is tied at 20.
By number 17, Zach Walling.
Zach Walling recovered it in the end zone. And for the second time tonight, the ball bounces Whitmer's way. Walling with the fumble recovery. The game is tied, and now Philby comes on to attempt the go-ahead extra point, which is up, and it is good. Wow. 21-20. Whitmer leads it. 11:47 to go, 4th quarter. We're coming back to Toledo Whitmer after this on the Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL. On your phone with the app. Rob, we're online
at WEOL.com.
Lorain High will have to battle back again. 21-20. Whitmer leads it with 11:47 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. 2 times tonight, Whitmer has fumbled into the end zone, and the Panthers have been able to recover it for a touchdown. But I'll tell you what, this has been a resilient Lorain team tonight, Rob.
It has been. You could see, and they ran off the field, slapping hands with each other. They didn't hang their heads at all. They're ready to play some football because they have been very resilient the entire game.
And there was an unsportsmanlike called against Whitmer after the touchdown, or I should say after the extra point. So Whitmer will kick off from the 25-yard line. So Lorain should end up with great field position. 21-20, the Panthers leading the Titans. It has been a fantastic football game. High, short kickoff, fielded at about the 38-yard line, looking for some room. Dalen Dower right in front of the Titan bench, and he gets shoved into that Titan bench, shy of the 40-yard line.
That's no good.
And now another flag. Boy, the officials are really trying to gain control of the ball game. Flags are flying all over the place. We got an unsportsmanlike against Whitmer, you think?
No, this is going against Lorain.
And now Dave McFarland coming out. Well, they called him offsetting.
Good.
Well, again, this one has had some chippiness to it throughout the night. So Lorain High will start this drive at their own 38-yard line. Let's check in with Gary. Gary?
I'll tell you what, you said some chippiness. That's probably one of the understatements of the day, guys, other than Jared's numbers up there. I'll tell you what, they're out here. The hitting is going on, which they're hitting hard, but there's a little bit of extracurriculars going on, and I'll tell you what, the officials are kind of letting it go a little bit, but now they've started calling it really tight.
Hand off Dalen Dower. Dower out to the 45, carrying tacklers to the 47-yard line. Tough running by the sophomore for Lorain High. Dalen Dower, he got 9. It'll be second down and 1. Titans looking to respond. They're down by 1. 21-20. 11:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Titans going left to right, heading towards that big scoreboard down to our right. Justin Sturgill, senior quarterback for Lorain High, sets the offense. I formation behind him. Sturgill keeps it himself on the option, and I don't think he got to that first down marker. Well, the side judge coming in, he may have given it to him.
Number 29, Justin.
Yeah, about a half yard shy, I think.
Tackled on the play by number 46.
Yep, about a half yard shy. We'll make it third down and a yard for Lorain. And I think Lorain saying,
no gain on the play.
well, they reset the football. Not sure why they did that, but here we go. No gain, third down and a yard. Sturgill hands off. Dower right up the middle to the 50, and he falls forward to the Whitmer 46-yard line. That's some tough running by Dalen Dower, the sophomore.
The ball carrier.
Chains move. First down and 10 for the Titans. 10.5 minutes to go in the football game.
He's still exploding to that line of scrimmage, isn't he?
With quick acceleration.
Yeah.
Titans on the Panthers side of the 50, down by 1. Sturgill hands off Dower. Dower with a bit of a crease, spins forward down to the 41. They'll take 5 at a time every time, Rob.
Absolutely.
Midview has gained the lead late against Oak Falls. 23-20 with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Middy's up by 3. Boy, Lorain County in some good ones tonight. Here, Lorain down by 1, but on the move. They're at the Whitmer 41-yard line. Second down and 5. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sturgill hands off Dower. Dower hit in the backfield, tried to spin out, he couldn't. Got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll set up a third down and 5. So Midview with 2 minutes to go, leading Oak Falls 23-20. Avon with a substantial 28-6 lead over Toledo St. John's. Fourth quarter of play. Black River rolling up Gilmore 38-7. Third down play for the Titans with 9:20 to go. They're at the Whitmer 42-yard line. Sturgill under center, Rayshawn Rogers. Sturgill, little pitch play, gives it to Zion Cross. Zion hemmed in, trying to bust outside. Zion got a nice block out to the 40, spins to the 37.
Close.
Let's see where they spot that football. I think he got it. Boy, and a great job over here by a Titan. I didn't catch the number, but he held up on the block. He didn't want to be called for the clip or the illegal block in the back.
Play by number 5, Luke Beadle.
Well, they put it at the 37, and Lorain needs to get inside the 37. Less than a yard for Lorain High with 8.5 minutes to go. Boy, the Titans need some surge from their offensive line right here. And now the Whitmer fans here on the near side are up and roaring. Sturgill will operate out of the pistol on 4th and less than a yard. Sturgill going with the hard snap count, and now Dave McFarland wants time. I think he got the time before the flag went down from the back judge. 8:16 to go. We'll take a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout on the Cleveland Clinic Gridiron Clash on WEOL and Rob Online.
At WEOL.com.
Ian Ralston was a combat medic who was injured in Iraq. When I met Ian, I knew we had to help him get his housing grant, an auto grant, and every benefit to live as normal a life as possible. And we did.
PVA has helped hundreds of thousands of veterans get the care and benefits they've earned.
My name is Jason Stevenson, and I work for Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives, building futures.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Lorain takes their first timeout. They have 2 remaining. 8:16 to go. Titans down by 1, facing 4th and 1 at the Whitmer 37-yard line. Sturgill will come up under center. I formation behind him. Sturgill, quarterback sneak, pushing. I don't know. I don't think he got there.
No.
I don't think he got there. Boy, Whitmer defense already coming off the field. Let's see where they spot it. Boy, they spotted it inside the 37. Boy, they're going to bring the chains out. I still don't think he got it. Well, they gave him a little bit of a push. But as I look over at that chain, I'm not sure, Rob.
No, looks like they almost had to get to the 36.
Now the football is inside the 37, but as Rob said, based off the chain, it looked like they needed to get just to the 36-yard line. They're going to stretch it, and they're going to be short. Yep. Ball goes over on downs to Whitmer. Tonight's Gridiron Clash brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. Ohio's #1 orthopedic care is here for you in Lorain County. Call 204-7800 for your appointment. So they tried to just push Justin Sturgill to that first down marker, couldn't quite get there. Lorain doesn't necessarily need a 3-and-out, but they need a pretty quick stop.
They need a stop. It'll be interesting to see what Whitmer does because they have not had a lot of success running the ball, but they'd like to take some time off the clock here.
8:09 to go, 21-20. Whitmer football at their own 37-yard line. Keller gets the snap. Keller inside handoff. Look out, big hole for Myers. Myers bangs into his own guy and then falls forward to the Titan 45-yard line. Boy, Kobe Myers ran into his own guy.
Number 24.
There's some big collisions out there.
Between the same teammates.
Yeah, right.
First down and 10, though. That's a big run from Myers. They put the ball at the Titan 45. The Official here on the near side stops play for a moment. Zion Cross, that actually helped Patrick Mapp get his towel back in. First down play. Whitmer at the Titan 45-yard line. Whitmer up by 1, 21-20. Riley Keller, their sophomore quarterback, fakes the inside handoff, keeps it himself. Keller dancing around, gets to the 40, and finally dragged down at the 38-yard line. Savon Chavis got Keller by the jersey and was hanging on for dear life. Keller with a nice gain of 7 right there. Will make it 2nd down and 3.
2 counter plays in a row. Coach McFarland talked about that before the game, that's a staple to their offense.
Gain of 7 on the play.
2nd and 3. Whitmer needs to get to the 35 of the Titans. Keller, inside handoff. Myers with a huge hole. 25, 20, 15, 10. Dragged down. Ball comes loose in the end zone. Oh, they're going to call him down. Oh, my. They call him down inside the 10.
Myers, the ball carrier.
Boy. Joe Bach, he's going to have some fun with the replays tonight. I thought that ball came out as he was being spun down.
I thought Lorain was finally going to recover one in the end zone for themselves.
Instead, they put the ball at the 8-yard line. First down and goal. Whitmer at the 8 of Lorain with 6:50 and the clock running here in the 4th. Whitmer up by 1, 21-20. Keller looking over at the bench, slapping his hands, and now gets the snap. Inside handoff, down to the 5, to the 4, to the 3 is Devin Mauter. So Mauter got it down to the 3, will make it 2nd down and goal. Now for Lorain, if they surrender a touchdown right here, they're still within a 1-possession game. That's the silver lining. Obviously, they'd love to stop or at least hold Whitmer to a field goal. But a touchdown for Whitmer right here, it's still a 1-possession game. Keller on the snap, and now we've got whistles blowing and flags flying, and we've got an illegal procedure call against Whitmer. That's a big 5 yards right there.
It is, and I couldn't tell what happened there. Looked like maybe the center snapped it and nobody else was ready for it.
So the illegal procedure will put the ball back, I think, to the 8, if I'm correct, because the ball was at the 3. Yep, they spotted at the 8. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line with 5:50 to go. Riley Keller, inside handoff. Mauter dragged down at about the 8-yard line. He may have gotten some forward progress to the 7, but that's about it. Now if you're Lorain High, you're thinking stop. Hold them to a field goal, and you can win it with a touchdown.
And those field goals have not been automatic today either.
3rd and goal from the 8 with 5:20 to go. 3 receivers to the right, the wide side of the field. Keller looking over at the bench. Riley Keller looking for the snap at the 13-yard line as he's in that pistol formation. Keller gets the snap. Titans blitz. Keller rolling to the left, being chased all the way back at the 15. Now he heaves in, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's the NFL. You can throw it away like that.
Keller's saying, I had a receiver down there at the goal line, and now I think the officials are going to talk about this. Will they call the grounding on Keller? Boy, the heat was coming. Lorain High went with the blitz. Keller veered out of it, came to the near sideline and just heaved it down the side. It went flying out of bounds. And now the officials may wave this off because Whitmer. Well, now they're going to call offsetting penalties. They called a hold on Lorain, and they called intentional grounding on Whitmer. Boy, Dalen Dower can't believe he got called for the hold. So we're going to do it all over again.
I didn't even see the flag for the hold. I didn't see it anywhere.
3rd and goal from the 8. Let's do this one more time. Whitmer up by 1, 21-20 with 4:57 to go. Eau Falls rallies. Leads Midview 26-23. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Again, Riley Keller, the sophomore quarterback, with a look over at the Whitmer bench. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Keller rolling, looking, throwing, and it went right through the hands of Tyshawn Leidy.
Oh, and another flag. My goodness.
Incomplete. Big flag and a play.
Now what are they going to call?
Way after the play.
Boy, Tyshawn Leidy had that go right through his hands at the goal line. And with Tyshawn's speed, that could have been 100 yards.
Dead ball, personal foul. Number 54, the offset. Dead ball, number 75.
Oh, they call another.
If they keep offsetting, they're not going to stop anything.
Wow. We're going to do this again. I mean, they just keep calling offsetting penalties.
Right. But at least it's 4th down now.
Because it came after the play.
Right.
So it's 4th down and goal from the 8. 4th and goal from the 8. I wonder if Whitmer's aware of the fact it's 4th down. Wow, they're going for it. Rob, I wonder if they're aware of that. Keller gets the snap. Keller looks, throws, incomplete in the end zone.
What a great stop.
Keller's pass intended for Josh Close is incomplete.
Rob, I truly wonder if they kind of realized it was 4th down. They got a kicker. Now he's missed 2, but this was relatively close.
Right, but it also goes into their thinking as their kickers missed 2. Lorain doesn't have a kicker, really, so the 1-point lead is the same as a 4-point lead, really.
So the ball will go over on downs. That's a good point. 4:49 to go. Well, Justin Sturgill, senior quarterback, you're about 90 yards away, 4:49 to go. You've dreamed of a moment like this, haven't you?
Yeah, this is awesome. Got the field to go. There's no reason to punt. So you've got 4 downs every set of downs.
So Lorain High will start at their own 8-yard line. 92 yards away. 4:49 on the clock, and Lorain down by 1. 21-20 ball game. Sturgill under flags are flying. My goodness. This delay a game against Lorain. This game really has lost its flow. It's lost its flow, its rhythm. I mean, there's been so many flags. So now Lorain High pushed back to their own 4-yard line. So let's start here. Titans now 96 yards away. They give it to Dower. Dower up the middle. He fumbled the football. Picked up by Whitmer to the 5, and it's a touchdown for the Panthers. Sam Stickles. Has just happened for Lorain High. The Titans, after taking over, fumbled the ball away, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown by Sam Stickles, the junior safety for Whitmer, has given the Panthers a 27-20 lead with 4:40 to go. As
Cola brings the score to Titans 20, Panthers 28.
Again, from Lorain High, yeah, this stuff is actually played, but it's still a one-possession football game. Titans trailing 21 to go. And we apologize for the technical issues that we've been dealing with as far as phone line connection is concerned here at Whitmer tonight. Lorain High down by 8, 4:41 on the clock.
Gilby set the kickoff for the Panthers.
Cover a lot of ground in a quick amount of time. There's still plenty of clock.
Whitey back to return to the Titans.
Still 2 timeouts at their disposal. Whitmer to kick off. It's a high short kick fielded at the 15-yard line. Tyson Whitey to the 20. Whitey to the 25, back to the 30, to the 35, and upended. He almost broke it. Tyson Whitey got tripped up by the shoe top. So Lorain High with decent field position. They have it at their
Number 1, Tyson Whitey on the return. Brought down a play by number 31, Donovan Malone, and number 2, Brian Davis.
26-23. Boy, another great battle between the Bulldogs and Vinny's. Bulldogs winning by 3, 26-23. Avon a winner tonight. The Eagles beat Toledo St. John. 4:34 to go. Western Sturgill. They set the Titan offense as they started their own 36. Sturgill running the left.
Sturgill back in the backfield by number 99, Dylan Hotland.
Dylan Hotland. Sack for Toledo Whitmer. And after the ball game, we'll have our Lorain County Community College post-game show, including our U.S. Army unit for the ball game. Clock running. Lorain snaps this football. We'll be under 4 minutes to go. Titans down by 8. Throws out of the backfield, complete, and spinning into the Lorain bench at about the 40.
Sturgill's pass is completed to number 11, Dower.
They get some of it. Set up third down, and about 3 for Lorain.
Push out of bounds by number 9, Kevion Evans.
Lorain needs to get just over the 46, close to the 47.
Gain of 11 on the reception.
Third down play with 3:15 on the go. Cairo Smith. Cairo blasts his way to the 48-yard line and picks up a first down. The chains will move.
Oh, I thought I heard
Number 9, Cairo Smith, the ball carrier.
First down. They're down by 8. So they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Gain of 3 on the run. Brings up first and 10 for the Titans.
10 at the run, 47-yard line. Clock running. Again, the Titans with speed all over the field. They've got playmakers. They pitch it to Tyson Whitey. Whitey to the 50, Whitey to the 45, and he spun down there. Boy, just one step away. Tyson Whitey. Got about 9. We'll make it second down. And 1.
Caleb Breitner.
I want to let Terry Howell know that I'm about to switch to the headsets right now.
Second down and 2 for the Titans.
Second down play for Lorain High. Again, a huge thanks to Terry Howell, Jared Kozar. We've been dealing with some phone gremlins here at Toledo Whitmer, and they've been doing yeoman's work. Sturgill throws left, overshot. Dalen Dower down at the 40-yard line. But a couple of passes have sailed on Justin Sturgill tonight, Rob.
They have. Just couldn't overcome all the turnovers today, Lorain. And I think they wore down a little bit. They have a lot more players going both ways than Whitmer.
Facing
like you said, with all the talent they have out here, they can strike quickly.
And they're in 4-down territory here. Facing a 3rd down and 2 at the 45. They give it to Dalen Dower. Dower with a hole to the 35 and knocked down at the 33.
Dower, the ball carrier.
Lorain says we're not ready to go home yet. 2:46 and a first down for the Titans at the 33 of Whitmer. Lorain needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Down by 8. First down and 10. Lorain at the Whitmer 33-yard line. Trailing 28-20. Sturgill turns, hands off Dalen Dower, tries to bounce it outside. Dower with room to the 25. Davion gave him a block, and Dalen shoved out of bounds inside the 25 down to the 22, maybe the 21-yard line. Older brother throwing the block for the little brother behind him. Dalen Dower got out of bounds. Clock stops with 2:24 to go.
Brings up first.
The Lorain offensive line still opening up some big holes, still plowing straight ahead. So another unit that's doing great for Lorain.
The Titans are at the 21 of Whitmer with 2:24 to go in a 28-20 ball game. It's been a dandy for first-round playoff action. Sturgill, a little pitch play, gave it to Tyshawn, and Tyshawn tried to cut it back, got dropped at the 20-yard line. Lighty with a gain of 1. But again for Lorain. Oh, that's a horrible spot.
I thought
what
they
was
got
that?
to 20.
Jeez, I hope these guys aren't working next Friday. Second down and 10. I formation. Ball closer to the right hash mark. Dower gets the handoff. Dalen right side stood up at the 20. Now you've got a decision to make. Dave McFarland, I think, got the timeout. He did. 1:52 to go.
Timeout.
Lorain takes their second timeout. They have 1 left, facing a third down play at the Whitmer 20-yard line. On the way, before we had our phone line issue, Gary Pelter had a sideline report courtesy of Stewart Appliance. Show your culinary ambition and get a prepaid rebate card by mail when you purchase select KitchenAid brand appliances. For details, visit Stewart's on Cleveland Street in Elyria. All right, Rob, third down and 10. The ball is at the Whitmer 20-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go, down by 8. What do you think Dave's cooking up over there in that Titan huddle?
Well, if you remember, Lorain came out at the beginning of the game with some quick passes, some wide receiver screens, and we haven't really seen a lot of that the rest of the game. Seeing as you have 2 plays to get 9 yards, I'd like to go to one of those possibly. Something safe because Sturgill has floated some passes down the middle of the field, and maybe a little safer throw would be a little bit easier for him. And with those great athletes on the outside, you never know, they might take it all the way.
Highland a winner tonight. Highland beat Anthony Wayne 21-14. Sturgill back to pass, pump fakes, throws, and it's knocked down by the defensive back. Boy, he floated that one. He's trying to get it to Davion Dower.
That was a hitch pass to the outside. Those need to be thrown on rhythm. That pump really gave the defensive back an opportunity to get in front of the receiver and almost intercept it.
Well, Lorain High's season has pretty much come down to this play now. 4th down and 9. 4th and 9 for the Titans at the Whitmer 20. They need to get to the 11. Sturgill pitches it to Dalen Dower. Gave it to Davion Dower. He's going to try to throw it to Dalen Dower. And it's caught for the touchdown. Caught for the touchdown. And Lorain's within 2. 28-22 with 1:40 to go.
What a great adjustment to the pass.
20-yard touchdown reception.
Well, here we go, a 2-point conversion for Lorain to try and tie it up. Boy, how many different hands touched that ball on that play?
And when it was thrown up in the air, the defensive back had a better angle for it, but a great adjustment on the reception.
Unbelievable. Dower to Dower is what it ends up being.
That's pretty special.
And here we go, the 2-point conversion for Lorain High to try and tie the game. 1:40 to go. Sturgill comes up under center. I formation behind him. A 28-26 game, and now Justin Sturgill says, let's take our last timeout. Boy, that play unfolded right in front of Gary Pelter over there on the far sideline. Let's check in with Gary, get a Stewart Appliance sideline update. And Gary, as Rob said, the great adjustment by Dalen Dower to come back to the football.
Tell you what, the way that started out, it looked like it was going to be that end-around play that they'd ran several times tonight, and that might have been what set it up because the defensive backs maybe froze there for a second, but what a great job of getting that ball. It was up in the air. It was really just a jump ball, and they made a great job of adjusting to it and scoring on that literally the last chance in this ball game for the most part. Now they've given themselves another opportunity, but this is a huge 2-point conversion, guys.
Well, obviously, this is, for right now, the game for Lorain High. I mean, if they convert, you got a tie ball game, but if they don't make it, their season basically dies because they're out of timeouts. And unless they were to recover the onside kick, you can't rule that out. But they, obviously, with the situation right here, to tie the ball game, 28-26. Lorain has taken their final timeout. They're going for 2. Sturgill under center, I formation behind him. Dalen Dower now trots in motion to the left. Fake handoff. Sturgill throws, and it's caught in the end zone. 2-point conversion to Davion Dower. We're tied at 28. 1:40 to go.
How resilient has Lorain been all game long?
Sturgill to Davion Dower for the 2-point conversion. And we are tied at 28. Oh my! Hang on back in Lorain County, folks. We've got 100 seconds of football still to be played here in the fourth quarter. And Lorain's saying hopefully a little bit more. Boy, again, some great play calling by Lorain High. Not only for the touchdown, Dower to Dower, but then on the 2-point conversion.
Gary made a good point, is that a lot of what they've done throwing the ball has been set up by things that they've done running the ball. You know, that end around that they ran twice, they run the halfback pass off of that. This 2-point conversion, they've been pounding the ball on short yardage, handing off to the fullback a couple times. They fake it to the fullback and then wide open in the end zone. So good selection of plays and good complementary plays.
Buckeye season has ended. Talmadge beat Buckeye tonight 27-14. Clearview's year comes to an end. Clear Fork shuts out Clearview 44-0. We mentioned Highland over Anthony Wayne 21-14. Al Young's Black River Pirates with a big win. They crushed Gilmore 44-13. Kickoff is short and out of bounds over to the Lorain bench. And again, Whitmer, they've got a nice offense of their own. They've got an outstanding kicker, although he's missed 2 field goals tonight. But Eric Philby, coming into tonight, was 6 of 7. Now he's missed 2 this evening. So Whitmer says we'll take the football at the 40-yard line. So the 40-yard line is where this drive will start for Whitmer in a 28-28 tie. Boy, it has been a classic. So Whitmer has it. First down and 10 at their own 40. Riley Keller, their 6'2 sophomore. Under a rush, Keller rolling to the right, throws, and incomplete at the 45. Tried to get it to Mapp right in front of the Titan bench. Patrick Mapp couldn't quite make the catch.
Coverage on a play by number 2, Davion Dower.
Second down and 10. Only 5 seconds came off the clock.
There's a lot of game to go in this half. I wouldn't plan on overtime yet.
Second down and 10. Inside handoff. Here comes Myers. He's to the 45. Kobe trying to get outside. Dropped at the midfield stripe, but that's enough for the first down. Clock will stop on the first down. Again, at the high school football level, they stop the clock to move the chains. So we're down to 1:27 to go. Whitmer right up on the football. They have it at the Titan 49-yard line. First down and 10 in a 28-28 tie. What a ball game in this Division I Region 2 regional quarterfinal contest. Kobe Myers gets the handoff. He's down to the 41. Antonio Wyatt drove him down. Gain of about 8. Will make it second down and 2. Wyatt's had a great game tonight.
He has. High motor.
Second down and 2. Under a minute to go.
Second down and 2 for the Panthers.
41-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Keller hands off Myers. Myers gets to the 35. He's to the 30, and finally Tyshawn Lighty got him down at the 28-yard line. It would be about a 45-yarder from here, but again, there's still plenty of clock for Whitmer to get it closer.
Gain of 13 on the
They stop the clock to place the chains, and now they run the clock. Under 40 seconds to go. Myers gets the handoff. Myers to the 20, upended inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line. And now they're definitely in Philby's territory, or Philby's range, I should say. First down and 10. Under 30 seconds to go. Keller. Inside handoff, Myers. Myers to the 10. Myers upended inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line. Whitmer has all 3 of their timeouts left, and now a Titan shaking up on the play. That's Isaiah McDowell. Well, McDowell is down at the 20. Well, Whitmer is certainly in field goal range for Eric Philby. Well, you got to hand it to the Panthers. After being scored on and then giving up the 2-point conversion, they've come right back. Great resiliency by this number 1 seed.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, when they threw that incompletion to start, it only took 5 seconds. I was starting to think, hey, Lorain might get the ball back here. But then all of a sudden, Whitmer just goes to the ground game, running a whole bunch of counters and opening up some huge holes.
And again, still down at the 20-yard line is Isaiah McDowell. It almost looks like he's cramping a little bit.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get him up and get him moving as he's being helped over to the Titan bench. Now you wonder right here if Whitmer might run a play to the middle of the field and just try to set Philby up. I mean, if you can bust it, you bust it, but get it more to the middle of the field.
Yeah, that'd be
for
smart.
The game winner. Well, the ball is spotted at the 7-yard line of the Titans. Second down and about 5, or excuse me, second down and 2. They need to get to the 5, but again, that matters little. We're at 18 seconds to go. Riley Keller will set the offense at the 7-yard line. Keller gets the snap. Hands off. Boy, buried back at the 11 was Kobe Myers. Antonio Wyatt said, I'm not done yet. Oh, as he played a game tonight. The 290-pound senior just buried Myers. And a timeout taken by Whitmer with 14 seconds to go. Boy, on third down, do you kick it on third?
Oh, that ball is right in the middle of the field. This might be a good time to kick it.
It would be from here a 28, maybe a 29-yard field goal, depending upon where Riley Keller would kneel to hold. Again, Eric Philby coming into tonight was 6 of 7. His long on the year being from 43 yards out, but he's missed 2 tonight. So let's see what second-year head coach Ken Winters of Whitmer elects to do right here. Boy, tonight's game, and it's been a dandy. Our Gridiron Clash brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, offering same-day sports injury appointments. To get back in the game, call 440-204-7800, 440-204-7800. So it's third down at the 11. Again, down in distance matters little right here. And I think Whitmer's going to run one more play. They have it at the 11-yard line, third down. Keller gets the snap. Keller hands off down to the 5, inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Picking up the first down was Mauter, Devin Mauter.
Number 8
seconds to go. Boy. And I think the clock is at 3, 2, and now they called timeout with 1 second to go. So here we go.
That timeout was called by a player, which is a little unusual because they're all the way down there at the goal line, and the coaches couldn't get the attention of the referees.
Eric Philby, 0 for 2 on field goals tonight will attempt to send Toledo Whitmer to the regional semifinal next Friday night against either Dublin Kaufman or Lewis Center Olentangy. Boy, if there's a special teams gimmick or play that Dave McFarland has been working on since back in two-a-days, now's the time to use it.
Yep.
So the ball will be put down at the 3. So Philby will be attempting a 20-yard game winner out of a Riley Keller hold. Chris Redway is the snapper. Ball just about in the middle of the field. Good snap and hold. Kick is up, and it's good. Boy, he just angled it in there, and that's the ball game. Boy, that ball was going off on a hook.
It did. I thought he pulled that.
But Whitmer wins it 31-28. Lorain High sees their season end at 8-3 here at Toledo Whitmer High School. It'll be the Panthers at 11-0, moving on next Friday night in the Division I regional semifinal in Region 2. Philby with the 20-yard field goal to win it for Whitmer, 31-28, our final.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.